Hey everybody, hello, welcome to the stream. It's been a long time since I've been here. At least it feels that way to me. I haven't streamed in like 3-4 weeks. I've been on vacation, but now I'm back. How's everybody doing today? Hey Jim, hey Fixion, welcome to the stream. Oh, looks like there's something wrong with my ZBrush display situation, so give me a sec. I will fix it, and then we can get started. Everything's been moved around lately. Also, I'm going to do a display. My mouse. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Bluefish. Thank you. I appreciate the welcome back. So, today we are going to do what we do best. We are going to work on another cryptid for another day. I got a few requests, and I decided that today we're going to go for a cryptid called the Dragon. Got a little dragon here. Let's real fast read what this is about. Wikipedia. You guys always know. Now I've started reading all of the descriptions because sometimes I'll make bad decisions without knowing how it's supposed to be. So, Draugr or Draug is an undead creature from the Scandinavian saga, literature, and folk tale. It also has multiple other types. Let's see. Ghost with physical body. The Draugr is a corporeal ghost with a physical, tangible body and an imago. Second death by destruction of the enlivened corpse. Physical traits. Draugr usually possess superhuman strength, and they were generally hideous to look at, being a necrotic black color, and were associated with a reek of decay, or more precisely, inhabited haunts that often issued foul stench. Now, if we were really creative, we could totally model in the stench. They were said to be either death blue or corpse pale, to state it shorthand. We're gonna go for death blue. You guys know we're not gonna go for basic pale. Glamour when found dead was described as black as hell and bloated to the size of a bull. When lying dormant, looked uncorrupted and almost black as death, bruised black and blue, and swollen to the size of an ox. Blue and evil looking. Black and huge, roaring loudly and blowing fire. Long scratching claws. Okay, so long claws, black and blue, bloated, and smells bad. Now let's look at the pictures. I'm glad you guys are excited for some cryptid action today. How exciting. I'm excited. You know how I am. I like making these. I like making the little videos and stuff. When I can. Speaking of which, like, I posted a new video on social media that I made a little game for the Long Horse, and my editor, Elsrex, edited it into like a little trailer. And it was really funny and cute, in my opinion. But then again, I think those kinds of things are funny and cute. So who knows? There's like some like game Draugrs. This is pretty cool, pretty neat, but it's not the vibe. That's the vibe I'm going for. I want like the bloated version. I kind of like this, like little mysterious little face hanging out, you know. That one works. Yeah. We're gonna go for black and blue, very bloated, a little undead, but not too undead, you know. We want some fleshiness in it. If you haven't been to my stream before, you know that we actually design the creature as we go. And sometimes I'll poll the audience for design ideas. So stick around if you want to participate in that. Alright, so humanoid, not with big teeth, long nails. I like this guy. This is how I exit the sea too, like holding my leg, you know, I'm feeling a little stiff. Did your pessimistic student change his mind? It's unclear. I mean, I haven't checked in yet. I don't know. I feel like that tweet thread could either really make somebody change their mind and be like, I'm gonna stay, or it could really be what makes somebody want to leave, you know? So it could go either way. I've had it happen both ways in my mentorship, where like once faced with like data, a student will just say, okay, the 3D world just is not for me. I have to go. That happens. Okay, and it's unrealistic to say that it doesn't. And it's okay too, by the way. Like, there's nothing wrong with changing your mind or waiting till later. Like, literally nothing wrong. Like, it's freaking life, you know. I'm gonna go for the fish mouth, but blobfish. Let's Google some blobfish. We're gonna do blobfish style. Blobbiest the fishies. So baby, tiny guy. This is what they look like underwater. They're like totally normal, but they don't do well when they're outside of the water. Poor guy. I guess this stream should have a trigger warning for upsetting imagery. What will you be doing today? So today we're doing the Draugr, and it is a Icelandic folklore creature. Black and blue as death. Smells terrible. It's like a living corpse of the sea. So, he is so ugly. No, he's not ugly. He's just a little bit deformed. So, while we are blocking in a little bit of like ideas for this guy, let's talk about. Let me introduce myself for those of you who have never seen my stream before. So, hi. My name's Ana Carolina Pereira. I'm from Brazil. I've been streaming on this channel for over 4 years. I am a technical artist, VR developer by day, and character artist, live streamer, and industry host by night. And I forgot to mention that I'm also a college professor. Okay, so any questions you guys have, please shoot them my way. I have my own mentorship. I've been helping 3D artists, both hopeful and professional already, kind of stake their claim into the industry. You know, and so I've been having. I never thought I could learn this much, but here we are. We are. I'm writing a book about how my technique is for breaking into the industry and being more how do I say, like, how to have an easy career by using your brain, going against the grain. The next thing has to rhyme too, right? And using data, research, and just general good ideas, as opposed to just doing what everybody else is doing, you know? So, I would love to talk to you guys about ZBrush. I'd like to talk to you guys about character art, but also I have a special place in my heart for career strategy, answering questions, mindset things, motivating, and being motivated and inspired. So let the questions rip. In Portuguese, the platypus is ornitorrinco. Ornitorrinco. Hi, Carolina. Love your videos. Greeting from Cuba. Hi, Johnny. How are you doing? So I'm doing it a little bit different than I normally block out. Normally I spend a long time with the move brush, but I just want to do like a creepy face first. Okay, and then we'll go from... We'll blobify it more. Let's blobify. And by that I mean make it into a blobfish shape more than anything. Let's make the cranium thinner. And then I just want like really droopy little cheeks, cheekbones, you know. It's everything I do has like amazing cheekbones, including this guy. So we're gonna just roll with it. I'm gonna give the corners of the mouth a little tug so that it can be more blobfish-like when the time comes. I've been neglecting the side view a little, as I always tell people not to do. Do you use ZBrush templates or do you always start from a sphere? I start from a sphere 99% of the time. I use my own templates that I've made in the past more so than anything. But sometimes, yes, I do start from the ZBrush templates. Hi, Odon. How you doing? Hi, Adam. Thank you for the welcome. I do have a fascination when people say that something's ugly, because like that is not an objective comment, is it? Like, if you really think about it, like, not to get started immediately as I start the stream, get started on like philosophical notes, as I am known to do, but like, ugly isn't a real thing, right? It's a construct, and it's not objective, it's subjective, right? And what's ugly to someone could be beautiful to somebody else. Almost didn't recognize you for a moment. I changed my hair. But I'm gonna change it back soon. I missed the gray, and it's too dark for me. So like I kept it, this is called skunk hair. I kept it light underneath and around the face, but then black on the rest. But the black kind of fades into the background, right? Like if I only wear black, so like it kind of fades into my clothes. This is just like a composition nightmare. So I'm gonna re-bleach it soon. As soon as I have the courage, because every time I do these things, my hair becomes sadder. I've been keeping myself busy, read straight through to chapter 5 of the book, haven't made it much further. So, you're talking about The Mountain Is You. Isn't it a good book? Generic music. Let's give him like very extreme like traps. Like let's just make it like his shoulders like round and bad posture for this guy. You know. It's a great book. It is a great book. I'm gonna read it again soon. Like, a wonderful book. I think everybody should read it. Lemon Man, this is my ex. If I had $1 for every time somebody made that exact joke on my art, I would be able to buy myself like something nice. Not something too extravagant. Maybe like a trip to Washington again. The tickets were expensive. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the flights tickets have gotten pretty bad. Much worse than they used to be. I'm gonna go ahead and add a sphere for the shoulders. And stretch it out like this. Kind of start creating an overall... don't forget symmetry. I do that every time, guys. Like there has not been a single time where I haven't appended a sphere and accidentally forgotten to turn on symmetry. I think I'm only gonna do like a bust, like to here, like underneath the shoulder, so I'm not gonna worry too much about too much. What character is this? The Draugr. The Draugr from Icelandic. Let's call it Blobby. Blobby Flay. So, yeah, let's talk about the book for a second. While I'm literally, FYI guys, I'm just using simple forms, simple primitives, and I'm going to take the move and clay buildup and demi standard and use nothing other than that, just to kind of block out little shapes, shapes that I like. And for smoothing and stuff, that doesn't barely counts, right? Everything I do has like extreme collarbone situation. Where's the text? Exotic. My process has gotten more chaotic. I haven't sculpted in weeks, except for critiques and like 1 or 2 workshops I did. Seeing the book. It's one of those books you should read over and over every now and again. Do you ever use a blockout phase? Yeah, I'm doing the blockout phase right now. We're actively in the blockout phase. Yep. Where was I with my story? So yeah, one of my specialties is little by little becoming kind of like being able to motivate people to do things, whatever I tell them. Just kidding. And help with mindset, which has always been my interest, but now I do it way more since I'm a mentor. I'm always dealing with some sort of mental health issue, or sometimes just a motivational issue, like the classic, like I want to be a 3D artist, but I can't get any work done to save my life issues. And so I really recommend to you guys, please read The Mountain Is You, this book right here. The Mountain Is You. So it's about the inner self and like all of our issues, hitting rock bottom, being able to recognize bad patterns, bad behaviors that we do to ourselves, right? Taking accountability, recognizing and stopping self-sabotage, understanding things like procrastination, understanding things like low self-esteem. And that really is the first step towards improving these problems, right? That like, we're artists, most of us are going to have something or other that gets in the way of our success, right? And something that we need to kick in order to become stronger, become better, to pass by those obstacles. Imposter syndrome is self-sabotage, yes. I wrote an entire article about that for my mentees and people in my workshop and stuff. Like, yeah, I wrote a whole, like, imposter syndrome is a big one that I suffered a lot with. I suffered a lot with imposter syndrome, and I thought that there wasn't a way around it. And to a degree, I still think so, but whenever I question if I still have it, I don't think I do. I think I've made it through somehow. So guys, I'm going to add in delts by adding in a new primitive. I just like to use the insert primitive brush, and I'm going to choose sphere 32, and I'm just going to drag those in where those delts would go. I just find that this is my favorite way to make a little bit of delt. You know, I don't keep them too much. I don't use too many primitives. You know, some people will use primitives for like everything. I don't. I get a little lazy, but and I find that it's not necessary for everybody. But I do use it for the delts sometimes, so also helps highlight all the mistakes so far. And then I'll use cylinders for the arms. Will you be opening up your mentorship again soon? I will be opening up one spot, probably within 2 to 3 weeks. Just one spot. It's going to be a twice a month spot. And yeah. By the way, if you go to my Gumroad, you can join the waitlist. The waitlist will get the notification that it's open sooner. Let me try to get my my links out here. You ever use it? Oh, you read that? Will you be opening? I already read that one. So far, I think it's a good framework for me starting over and moving forward. It is. It really is. Great. Great read. I find that I prefer reading books to taking like online courses and stuff. Like, I'm doing an online course right now, and I'm like, man, I really wish I could just read the book. I'm gonna put you guys. I'm gonna put the Gumroad link in chat, so those of you who want to join my mentorship, whenever the one spot opens, so that you can get the email. Okay, there's a waiting list in there. I don't know where to put it because I closed all my windows. Lila Rays, hello, how you doing? Here. Pick some stuff up, guys. 1 second. I hear myself now. Made a song. Like... Oh, the Gumroad link is broken. Well, take two. Take two. 1 sec. Fix that. Conta a boa aí. Eu acabei de voltar de viagem, tô de boa. As aulas começam em breve. I'm gonna go ahead and append or insert primitives with a capsule. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and just append a cylinder right in his head. Make it nice and thin, long, and do it however I'd like. Too long. This might be one of my classic situations where I just, since it's an underwater creature, I'll just like put it underwater and not have to worry too much about different parts of the body. Maybe I'll even add the water now, so append another cylinder. Oh shoot, I missed it. No, I did not. That's where I'll cut it off. How did you drag it in as mirrored straight away? So that was the brush called Insert Primitives. And if you have symmetry on, it will drag it in symmetrical. But if you append, you actually have to go to Geometry, Modify Topology, Mirroring Models. Thanks. Okay, so now we kind of have a little bit of a base, right? As I like to call it, where you created the space to sculpt. So let me think this through. So we're gonna go for blobfishy. I wonder what I'm gonna do with the eyes. What do you guys think? Little eyes? Like this or something? Or like really big eyes? I think big eyes are more expressive. Let's go ahead and just insert them. So B for brushes, I for insert. So I'm on primitives, choose the insert sphere, and just literally drag it in. And since it's a normal brush, I mean an insert mesh brush, you can just insert it like this. Whenever I'm making sea creatures that is supposed to be creepy, one of the best things I can do is giving it abnormally large or like misshapen eyes. Subtool, I'm going to go ahead and split this off. That way the eyes become its own subtool. Let's see if I can just like misshape the eyes a little, make them like more, even more off-putting. The way I like to do eyelids is kind of a really fun little trick. I just take the demi standard and I invert it by pressing down Alt, and then I just literally draw a line along the eyeball, like this, along where the eyeball meets the skin. I've got a very flat face. I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it. I think I kind of like this like rounded out head style from the side. Philip Cook, thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, we can always give it the blobfish nose, but I don't know if that's too on the nose, you know what I mean? No pun intended. I don't like it. Go ahead and quick save so that I have something to work with later. And then pimples. I think he has ears, guys. Do undead things have ears often? I'm just kind of shaping it. So you can tell, like, I'm trying to move relatively quick. Not the quickest thing ever, but I'm just kind of prototyping some shapes in. Rapid prototyping is a whole thing that you can do. It's a time management technique taken from software engineering, in the games industry, where you try out all of your ideas in a tangible way by sketching them out, programming them, or even sculpting them out fast in a really crappy way, because it has nothing but emphasis on time. So it doesn't matter if it's not nice. Yeah, the point isn't to make something beautiful, the point is to try out an idea. Then you take that idea to a focus group that you trust, be it the stakeholders, the clients, the target audience, like a focus group. And then you see what the reaction is. In this case, I guess I'm just a focus group, but you guys can always say stuff when I ask. And then you take that feedback and you quickly apply it again, and you just iterate through a bunch of times through like your ideas and your feedback, and you move really fast so that at the end, whenever you do start putting the time in, it's on a project and on an idea that you know it has higher chances of working, which is why we sketch out fast. We gotta sketch these things out fast. I don't know if I'm being chubby or thin. I'm just kind of like sketching all of that out. whole thing here. And a lot of artists reject this notion of the rapid prototyping, but it's a great way to make more certain progress. Very good time strategy. I recommend trying it. If you haven't, of course. I feel like in the chat. There's some structure around here, but it's okay for now. What do you guys think so far? Does it have the potential to be creepy? Creepiness potential? That's just an inflate brush a little bit, just to add more volume to the arms because they were looking way too skinny compared to the body. Maybe I'll like drop. He is supposed to be bloated after all. I really don't like this free playlist of royalty-free music. How dare they not give me the good music with my free account? And then we'll do like falling hair or something. Like it seems like the falling kelp hair is like this immediately goes to a Baldwin. The falling kelp hair seems to be kind of a ongoing theme of some sort. Oh, this one looks like it was made by one of those AI things, right? So I'm gonna follow up those lips. Maybe give him more chin as well. I really enjoy these streams because like I get to just do something that's fun, you know? Fun with you guys. Low pressure normally. I used to think that streaming was the most pressure. There are people watching, but not so much anymore. Tell you what, I just got back from a trip to Washington, and while I was there, I did as little work as I could. Like I did maybe like, not a lot. And it was transformational. Like I really needed that in my life in that moment because I got on this kick of wanting to work all the time and not having any interests or desires outside of that. Started around in March. Talked about it a bunch of times. It was great for a while, but eventually it started getting a little bit unbalanced. And I started working too much, and I wasn't making any time for myself. Like I even started this like stream marathon that was like really nice and it was worth it, but it was also on my only 2 days I had off, which were Tuesday and Friday. So like I stopped having any time off at all. So I was working Saturday, Sunday, all the week, and then Saturday, Sunday again. And for a little while that was fine, but like anything, unbalanced will always catch up to you. So this trip to Washington was like so perfect timing. It was beautiful there. Hi from Spain, big hug. I have somewhat abandoned ZBrush for drawing concept arts. Could you give me some advice to create exercises for a work routine? Like for a ZBrush work routine? I suppose it's quick sketches, like quick sculpts, things that are like anatomy, animals, things from some small concept art. I don't know if I'm understanding the question right. Like, are you asking for like little 3D sculpting exercises, ideas? Whenever I think of exercise, I really do try to keep it short. Something that I can finish in like one day or one sitting. And then I build up something bigger, which is like more of a project, you know? Where are you sculpting in tax collector? Should he have ears or not? What do you guys think? Give me a pen that's weird to see what those might look like. Fish. Maybe like long ears. I kind of like the ears. So I'm going to go ahead and geometry, mirror and weld. Yes, would be to work in 3D sculpture. Well, in that case, then just, yeah, quick project, something that interests you. You know, maybe something that goes along with your 2D drawing. You know, maybe create a concept and then try to sculpt it. Now, that's cool. Plus, it would go well in the portfolio to show that you can do both. You know, it's pretty cool. I'll put punny ears like a goblin. Let's see. Like this? I don't hate that, but I think it's more creepy if it like looks like a dead human. I think I'm almost ready to dynamesh this all together. I'm good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Glad you like it. Almost time to dynamesh it all together. I'm just gonna keep the arms out because they're going to mix in too much. I'm gonna go ahead and dynamesh the body and head together. I'm just gonna put them together and then I'm gonna say merge down. Okay. And now they should be together, so I'm gonna go to geometry, dynamesh, and dynamesh that. A little too high for me. Some of you know, if you've ever taken lessons from me or you've watched my streams, that the lower at the beginning, the better it is for my dynameshing. Gotta be high enough so that you can still manipulate it, but low enough that you can easily change its shape and block it out. I don't know how much more I can push it, like, what do you think? That's creepier. I think I can definitely more pushing it more. Like that. That's cool. Maybe more neck flab. Now that they're all together, it's easier to kind of iterate on this part. What do you guys think? We went too far? By the way, if you're enjoying this stream, make sure to follow me on social media, join my Discord server, and yeah, that's it. Let me put my Discord server up on Twitch for you all. And also know that I actually have my own Twitch channel in which I stream ZBrush right after this stream. So if you want to keep watching after this stream is done, then go to my Twitch channel, Anna Carolina Art. It's with the other links. And we will be there together, and we're going to finish this piece. This piece is going to be done today, because I only like to work on it for one day, when it's like just a quick little guy, you know, so definitely look out for that. Alright guys, I hate to do this so soon, but I forgot to go to the bathroom before the stream started, so I have to go now. Alright? I will see you all in a tiny bit. Be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I made it. Sorry about that. Uh, wait. Hey Val. Hey, Aeolistic Will. Sir smiles a lot. That's loot. Ricardo. How are you all doing? Tudo bem? And see the pigs spirited away. That's a good thing. I also picked up on some like Ghibli vibes, like creepy stuff. I don't like that I can't see the back of the head too much. The whole thing just keeps getting wider. Non-stop. Chris, hola. Not the Ghibli vibes. It's gonna have like zigzag teeth. For now, I'm just gonna block it out with like a sphere. Here. Something like that symmetry on. Something like this. Like that. Just to give us all an idea. See what I mean by like prototyping quickly? It can definitely help you save time and things like that. And then you can always just, improve it later once you like the idea. Definitely feel like there needs to be like a better separation between the chin and the little mouth corners. Mouth corners are supposed to be like very blobfish-like. Like the whole lip situation needs to be upgraded, but it might be too low poly. Sometimes things will be too low poly for you to be able to properly manipulate them, and if that's the case, just don't force it. Just stop for a while, and then once you have high poly, go back to it. And if you're finding that that's all over the place and you can't do anything, that might be time to go high poly then. Ed, thank you. What does the creature? Is there a future in creating 3D for VR technology, or has its time passed? Good question. I don't think its time has passed. In fact, I think that we have the time, how do I put it? Like, the time hasn't passed, it hasn't peaked yet, but it is in a down slope. But so is the whole world of like tech. And like speculative tech is out right now, or at least it's becoming out. Once the economies and things like that pick up again, then it'll be back in. But eventually, VR will be cheap, it will be expected, it will be normal. AR especially will be, I think, the most common thing. But yeah, so I do definitely think there's a future. I just don't think that future is linear. You ever use Sculptures Pro in your workflow? Absolutely, I do. I used to use it all the time, actually, instead of Dynamesh. Whenever Sculptures Pro came out, I literally like stopped using Dynamesh for like 2 years. But now I'm back. To Dynamesh. It's just the vibes. Personally, I think VR is a gimmick until it's ready for Player 1 status. I mean, something's gotta get it there, right? It's not gonna one day wake up and be ready Player 1 status. It's gotta go through the growth. Okay, what's the quickest way to make any camera position the front view? Oh, I don't know. I've never tried resetting the camera. Maybe using thick skin for eye bags? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. Just kind of like sculpt in the eye. Yeah. I'm a little curious about that question about the camera. You might know the answer to that one. Hey Wesley, bata aja. I just like if you want to save camera views, I just like using the ZBrush properties. Like if you set up a random camera view like this and you store it, like custom one, you can do whatever you want, and then if you want to go back to that view, you can just hit custom one again and it'll snap back. Is that something that you mean, or do you mean like literally resetting the camera? Hard surface question, but when I do my mesh, I love my hard edges. You love the hard edges? Do you mean you lose the hard edges? There's two things you can do. The first one is to have control edges, which are like edges that go right next to the edges you want to maintain. That way when you subdivide, it's going to stay nice and crisp. Or you can just go to where it says subdivision, and you can turn off SMT, which is smooth modifier, and then that way it'll stay crisp, but it also won't smooth anything out. So I definitely recommend looking into control edges. If you don't know what those are, give it a quick Google. It's a very common thing in hard surface modeling. For some reason I say this character with mohawk. Yeah, he does have mohawk vibes, doesn't he? Kind of like this little double-breasted skin sag here. Let's just lean into that. Don't love the silhouette though, it's very boring. But again, how do you make something blobby look exciting? I guess now's the time to find out. I'm just gonna up the ZBrush resolution and then continue from there. Maybe work on the eyes a little bit using my favorite semi-standard technique. Just drawing in the lines as I want them. This. Add more space for eye bags here. That, and then more eye bag itself. Eye bag mass. Put it in there. Update that mesolabial fold. And then of course, we can't forget the blobby mouth. I might be able to make more progress on it now that I'm at higher poly. weird character. You just expand the teeth to fit into the mouth a little bit better. I'm gonna have to start putting like an 18 plus warning on my stream. I do it on my personal channel. And even my Gumroad, like to get a mentorship, you have to go through like a, are you more than 18? If my model's looking at me, I want the little guy at the top right to be looking at me. You can always just rotate the model and use posable symmetry. Or, you know, try your best to make it straight when you start. There might be a way to reset the camera. I do not know it. Hey, Elsrex. I am back. Back and already creating things from my nightmares. What? How you doing? It's my mother-in-law. Oh, guys, I totally forgot to show you my prints. I'll show you, I guess, in the second stream I do today. How the prints turned out from my stream marathon. If you don't know, I did a D&D stream marathon last month. And we made a bunch of things. I gave away a 3D printer, amongst other prizes. And it was wonderful. Mato BR. Boa noite, Ana. Cheguei um pouco atrasado. Muito obrigada pela contesta em primeiro lugar. E professor está a caminho. Ah, que bom. Eu tava literalmente falando sobre isso nesse momento, né? Engraçado. Que bom que você tá aqui. Eu não reconheci seu username. Mas você mereceu. Com certeza mereceu. Eu estava pra ver, né? Também pelas postagens. Eu ficar, caraca. Flaccid skin. I don't think so. What's your favorite famous monster? For me, it's the queen of the xenomorphs in Aliens. Favorite? I like... First off, anything from the movie Avatar. Not The Last Airbender. The, James Cameron Avatar. I like, man, I'm struggling with these dots. Really like anything from Monster Hunter. But my most beloved monster of all time is the Fiend from Witcher. Let me find it for you guys. I considered, and I still do consider, getting an enormous one of these on my back as a tattoo. like a full back piece. For those of you who don't know, I really like tattoos, and I really like The Witcher 3, and I really like Fiends. This thing. It's like a goat monster with like antlers. There's like multiple variations of it. This is a short, but I also love it. It will absolutely mess you up in The Witcher, especially in the beginning. Good one. Here. I've sculpted things like this a billion times before because I love it so much. Love the Legends from Witcher as well. Yeah, those are good, but the Fiend will always be my have a special place in my heart. This one too. Honestly, I don't know which kind I would get. Probably a mix of the two. Probably like my own design. No, that's a Fiend from The Witcher. And I thought, how cool would it be to get like a very elegant version of it with like long horns that would like drape over my shoulders to the front. I like that. I like that idea very much. There are official shirts with really cool designs from The Witcher 3 with things in them. Oh, I should get some. But the thing is that if I get a tattoo of this, I'll have to do an inspired design, not the exact thing. Because let's say, like, you know how it is, like, you can't get too attached to anything popular, celebrities, games, whatever, because, like, eventually there's going to be something that comes out about them that, like, just sours the whole thing, right? So, like, last thing you want is to get a pop culture tattoo, and then, like, you know, the thing gets canceled or some horrible news comes out about it. Just like how people got like Game of Thrones tattoos and then like they absolutely ruined Game of Thrones for all of us, you know? And then we're like, oh, never mind. There's like 400,000 kids now called Khaleesi. And dogs. Things like that. And so it would just be inspired. Someone out there has an Ezra Miller tattoo of the Flash. Ezra Miller's not cancelled. He just goes around committing crimes, and nobody sees a problem with that, it seems. Do you think the idea I tapped about achieving the blob look is quicker? Mask under the double-breasted neck, inflate geometry, and then run this in. Maybe we try it. That's so true. My friend got a tattoo from this artist, and then all this stuff came out about the artist. That was not good. She had one session of tattoo removal. Honestly, I wouldn't remove it though. Like, I'd probably just have a different artist finish it, or like, I don't know. Tattoo removal is pretty hardcore. You have to like really want to get rid of something. It was like, it also never looks good, you know, like, have you ever seen like a perfect tattoo removal? Plan is to remove and then cover up. You gotta cover up that stuff. I have a friend who's going through tattoo removal, and her tattoo is mainly red in that area that she's removing, and it's not working so far well. Like, she's already done like almost 8 sections, and she has to, or sessions, and she has to do more now. Don't get red tattoos, kids. I know like some places in Europe are like banning red ink for tattoos because it's bad for you as well. Taking the blobbiness next level. So notice that I'm trying to use my clay buildup in like a way that already creates some flow in the piece. Flow in the blobbiness. Use some shoulder reference. Obviously I'm struggling with the shoulder. I don't know how I want it to look. It looks too athletic. Yeah, I'll just hide it with my hair. those of you who don't know, like, I have a ton of tattoos. A lot of them are discreet. Before I started teaching as a full-time job, I was actually working my way up to 2 sleeves. But once I started teaching, I took a break. Also because I moved to a town where I haven't found any good tattoo artists yet. Found one to drive an hour and a half away, but they almost never open up their schedules. Long straight hair like the dog from Fullmetal Alchemist. Okay, we'll rock it like that. But we're gonna do kelp, so it's gonna be like long kelp hair, like Fullmetal Alchemist. My next tattoos are going to be hand tattoos. I'm gonna get my fingers done. It's like a big jump from where I'm currently at. With the quality of art that you have, you could surely work the next projects for the Witcher series or video games. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Okay. You know, I'm kind of jaded at the project life. You know, right now. Right now, it's just not right for me. I don't know. Like, I've stopped trying to work projects. Like, I only do tiny freelance projects. Like, when I say tiny freelance projects, I mean, if I can't do it in, like, a day, I don't accept it. And so, and it's all been fine for me. Like, I've enjoyed that. Plus, you can actually, I found that I can squeeze more value out of those, too. But sometimes they'll announce like an IP or something, you know, where I'll like, it'll trigger something in my inner child, and I wish I had worked on it and put myself out there. But also, it's just not the lifestyle I want, you know. It's not aligned with my current vibes. So there's that. Right now I'm focusing on other things. I have my own business. It's going well. I'm trying to learn a bunch of new things. I'm trying to work on myself. Speaking of working on yourself, I had a realization yesterday that, like, not everybody works on themselves. Like, some people just make the same mistakes forever till they die and never once stop to question it. I feel like we all know somebody like that. But, like, no stopping to question it, you know? Very, very unusual to me. Like, that's not how I vibe. It's one of my dreams to have that level of freedom with choosing what work I take. Yes. Oh, that is what my book is about. So you're gonna wanna, many months or years from now, once it comes out, who knows? There's no promises. You wanna read my book? It's only gonna like $8. Yeah, it's going to be, it's a book about making yourself so irresistible. I mean, it's not quite that, but like making yourself so high value in the market that you just can't help but bring in the opportunities you want. And you want to have like so many opportunities that you can turn them down, you know, like, and you can be picky. Just so you have an idea, somebody one day, many streams ago, asked me like, hey Anna, can you add how to nail a job interview into your book? And I go, I could, but like, that's not what the book is about. The book is about getting the job before you even show up to the interview, guys. I'm so excited about this book. Like, it's really coming together. While I was in Brazil, my mother, who also writes books, she was like, hey, can I read your book? And I was like, oh no, Mom, it's really shitty. And she, okay, it's really crappy. Is crappy better? I don't know. And she goes, no, I'll read it. So she reads it out loud at the breakfast table. And man, like, listening to her read it really put things in perspective. Like, it's really not as bad as I thought it was. What's the point of the contents in the left corner? This here? This is just a silhouette viewer. Whenever you're working on a composition, it's really important to check the silhouettes, see if it's readable and if it's appealing. So I think that's why it's in here. Hey Yugi, I'm glad you like it. I'm really excited for your book. You recommended The Mountain Is You, which I'm reading, and I'm really enjoying! You're actually the second person in chat today who has said that they're reading that book right now because I recommended it. I should start getting commissions from the lady who wrote it, right? I read that book in January. It was so good for me. Boa noite, Sandro. Okay, I think we're pretty good with the block out. What do you guys think? I'm gonna block out the hair, maybe? I think I'm going to do what I used to do with the hair all the time, which is to just use the clay tube, or the tube brush. Curved tube, sorry. And we're gonna do like, let's see the hair from Full Metal Alchemist. I really like that suggestion, whoever gave it. I don't know, Alchemist. Nina. It's just like emo hair going over the face. Eu vou bem, Sandra, e você? I like to use the curved tube snap for limp hair. And it basically just snaps curves, for symmetries off, like this to your model. What we're going to do is we're going to change it up a little. We're going to go to stroke, and the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to say curve and lock start. That way the root of the hair stays in place as I yank it around. That helps, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to stroke, curve modifiers, turn on size, and open up this graph. And the left side is the beginning of the curve, middle is the middle, and then the end on the right is the end, the ends of the hair. I like to make it thin to start with, thicker, and then really thin at the end so that it looks more like hair like this. I think that if I turn down the intensity with the brush, it flattens out. Something that I just realized just now for the first time, even though I've done this technique 40 million times. But since we're doing something that's more kilt-like, I want like thin strips. So if you turn down the intensity, it'll become thinner. It looks like a much easier way of doing hair than I've been doing. I actually have an even easier way of doing hair, but this is a little different, so I'm just going to do it like this. You know, I'm doing a workshop soon about specifically how to do sculpted hair the easiest way I know how. So definitely come to that. It will be announced on my social media. I'm just kind of like pulling the ends away from the face a little bit so that they fall. Okay. Let me go ahead and put in my links for you guys so that you can follow me on social media, stay up to date with my announcements, come to my hair workshop, and things of that nature. And then as I get closer to the back, I'm going to actually thicken out the hair a little bit. That way it takes up more space and it's easier. Do it. I draw on every individual lock and it doesn't lock into any place and definitely doesn't just flow with the topology. In the next few months, maybe? Are you talking about my book or the workshop? The workshop will be in the next month or so, and the book will be I have no estimate because it's going to take longer than I think. The first draft is almost done. Then it's got to go to editing. I don't know if I'm going to self-publish. I probably will. But, you know, some people have given me the idea to reach out to, like, for example, 3D Total or something and try to get them to publish it. But I don't even know if they do that, and if they do, they probably, I don't know if they would want me, but we'll see. miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? You gotta be really bold in life sometimes. Go after what you want. It's not easy. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work otherwise. Definitely gonna take symmetry off. Definitely be careful with that ear. Hello, William. I'm loving how I kind of just naps in there. My workshop is actually not sold out. My workshop is still for sale. I think you're talking about the one-on-ones, which are sold out. There will be one open spot in about 2 weeks, okay? So if you really want to compete for that open spot, I guess, it's really sad that we've come to this. Like, one day I'll have more time, okay? But, how do I say it? If you want to join my one-on-one mentorship one day, then please go to this link that I'm about to post. And in there, you'll see join the waiting list, okay? And join the waiting list. And that way, the waiting list will be the first people to hear when the next spot is available, okay? And that could be. Last time I opened a spot, it sold out in 30 minutes. And then a bunch of people messaged me asking for just one more spot, please. So I opened the new spot, and it sold out in 4 minutes. Like, that was my biggest sellout, like my fastest sellout of all time. So that was cool, but it also means that it's really hard to get a spot. And I don't open new spots until a current client leaves. So, people leave for a million different reasons, right? Sometimes they just got a new job, sometimes they have a family thing. Up to them, but I can't really predict when they will leave, which is why I can't predict when there will be new spots. Exactly the one-on-one option. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, if I could, I would have more, but since it's one-on-one, it does take a lot of time from me, you know? So unfortunately, I can't have too many spots open at once. It's okay if I have a couple of symmetrical ones, I can always just come in after and fix it. Sloth from Goonies. I don't even know what any of that is. I'm so bad with pop culture references, guys. I'm just kind of adding them in. I'm not caring too much about the root. Like, literally, we can just grab the move topological brush and fix all of our problems in one fell swoop. I add a couple of like extra ones to the side just to like break that symmetry up. Oh, that does not look good. Big two. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the body. Actually, a lot of poly groups for the body. And I'm going to go to split unmasked. Or split masked. Split unmasked. And that way the hair becomes its own subtool right here. And now I can kind of come in with the move topological and just kind of wiggle everything into place. Gotta choose where that heart is going to be. Let's just mesh this all together and call it a day. A little tedious, but hey, like we got almost a full head of hair with like no effort, so we can trade it in for some tediousness. Is anybody reading any good books lately? I was thinking the Goonies too, but the mom, I've obviously never realized that the Goonies was about monsters or something, because like I had no idea. But it would be like Dumb and Dumber or something. Maybe I'm gonna take a little inflate brush and just kind of fill out some of the really skinny ones up here. That. Avoid too many gaps. If there's some intersections that I can hopefully avoid, I will try. By either pushing or pulling. And then let's color this in so it becomes kind of separate from the other parts. So maybe a little bit of green. And this will actually help me see a lot better as well if it's intersecting weird. I didn't have as much hair on the shoulders as I thought. Then let's go ahead and clear out the ear area. A little push. Oh, Bill, I'm glad you like the hair. I'm a bit worried about the AI that creates 3D drawings and models. What do you think? Good question. I don't know what I think yet. I must be honest. I don't know. There's always a part of you that is afraid of change and afraid of, you know, becoming redundant in your job and your chosen career and field. Like that's a thing, and it does happen. But also, like, I don't know if we should be too worried. I really don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. As unhelpful as that might be. Like, somebody I know puts their AI drawings on ArtStation, and like, there's a part of me that's like, chill, whatever, I don't care. And then there's parts of me that's like, but it's not your art, is it? But then we get into a discussion of like, what is art? Why is it that it is or isn't your art? Um, you know, it's tough. But just like everything, you know, if you don't adapt, you will be left behind. And that is just the truth of life, no matter what. That's why the Homo sapiens rules the earth and not the Neanderthal. Because one adapted better than the other to difficult circumstances or new situations. So it's really important to be ready to adapt. And if you want to even have a real, like, if you want to like make money and stuff, then being one of the first to adapt is actually a pretty good thing. Okay. This conversation comes up all the time. It came up whenever metahuman was a thing, you know, and it came up when, I don't know, a bunch of different times, right? If you think about it. So the drawing AI is pretty good. It seems it's getting better. The more people use it, the better it's going to get. And yeah, I don't know. That's the only advice I can give is focus on things that a robot can't do and adapt. Either by being an adopter of what the robot can do or by doing something that can't be replaced as easily. And this is gonna hurt a lot of you guys' feelings, but like I see a lot of people come through that they're like, I wanna do nothing but make ZBrush sculpts of hyper-realistic humans, placing down every pore and things like that, right? Like hyper-realistic portraits. And that's really fine, but I do think that, like, for example, there are some parts of the industry that are more easily replaceable and more imminently replaceable than others. You know, this whole human thing has been happening for a while, like 3D scanning, photogrammetry of humans, and of course now MetaHuman and other machines like that, not machines, software, makes that job really easy to replace. So it's definitely not where I recommend putting your time. But if it's the calling of your heart, then heck, like, you gotta do what your heart wants. And the rest will kind of fall into place. So. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a little painting. I don't know what kind of eyes I'm gonna go for. Oh, that's a cool skin color, but we were gonna do like blue, right? Like a death blue was the description. What do you guys consider to be a death blue? I don't know. I'm Sebastian, I think I missed your... Oh. You've gotten a bunch of your messages that are all the same, but I'm missing the one that has context. Ah, you meant the concept. Eyes, size, nose, shape doesn't follow the concept. What direction are you aiming for? Oh, now I kind of feel like you were trying to like diss me or something before. Gotta talk nicely to strangers on the internet. Lighting like dead eyes like this, like opaque gray blue. My favorite. I'm reading Michael D. Coe, Breaking the Mayan Code. Is that like, what kind of book is that? My cat eyes. Lately a lot of people have been commenting on my cat eyes, and I'm like, what is that? I wish I could see like a cat. Well, probably not. I don't know if they see color. I'd have to Google it. Just leave the body unpainted for now. And languages and culture. Cool. My favorite book of all time is *Sapiens* by Yuval Noah Harari. I think that's how you say his name. And it's amazing. I really like it. If you like to nerd out, then you can read that. The book is called what? *Sapiens: A Brief History of Mankind*. This one right here. Oh, it's no longer called Mankind now, it's called Humankind. But it's like more fun if you really like questioning the big picture. Which I do, yeah. I think about death, dinosaurs, and everything between every day. What do other people spend their time thinking about? I have a feeling like there's people out there that just like, all they do is just mind their own business and get along with life. Isn't that crazy? I'm not like that. I'm here like, I must know. I must know everything. I'd say that that's one of my biggest frustrations. Like if we were to like break frustrations down, like one of my biggest frustrations in life is that I can't know everything. And every time I think of that, I think of that lady from Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull. No spoilers. And yeah, that's one of my biggest frustrations. And I know it's unreasonable. I know. But I don't talk about religion on stream. I'm so sorry. He's so ugly. I love him. I know, right? It doesn't look like something I made. Do you ever look at your art like that? Like when you make something different and you're like, who made that? Not me. Couldn't have been me. Pink up that nipple. Greetings from Peru. Greetings. So he was supposed to be black and blue, but that turned out a little hard. I'll try to work it in as we go, maybe like during my own personal stream, which will be after this one. Actually, in 20 minutes, we're going to switch from this stream to my own personal channel, Anna Carolina Art, so stay tuned for that announcement. I'm gonna take off for a bit, but hopefully I'll be back by the time you start your second stream. See ya later! You see this guy approaching you in the water. What do you do? I should have you guys help me write the scripts for my TikTok videos. They make me nervous. Just interesting. Would you like to see St. Petersburg once? Probably. Esse tem cabelo visual ficou irado. Obrigada, mas eu vou voltar pro cinza em breve. Então aproveite enquanto dá tempo. Man, it's hot in here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Hi, Vidance. How you doing? By the way, guys, if you're interested in learning from me in my 3D sculpting workshops that run every Wednesday, or one-on-one mentorships, which are currently sold out, but there will be a new spot in 2 weeks, then check out my Gumroad link. If you want the one-on-one spot, join the waitlist. Okay, the waitlist will be the first people to receive the news that a new spot has opened. Last time, a spot sold out in 30 minutes and then 4 minutes, which is very fast. And in the meantime, you can watch all of my free content right here in my social media. So I'm putting a link tree into chat right there so that you guys can follow me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can even find my Discord server, which is a wonderful community of wonderful 3D artists. If you're sick of drama, if you're sick of unhelpful people, if you've ever been told to give up, or heard some bad things in a Discord server, then you are more than welcome to my server. My server's not like that. My server's good vibes only. So, just join the Discord. It's really fun. And it's a good place to share tips and tricks, tutorials, resources. You can show off your work, get feedback, give feedback, network with people from all over the industry and things like that. You would invite him for a day out in the town and meet my associates. Do you want to do business, Waterman? Waterboy? We should change the material a little bit. Like, first, let's add some toy plastic to the eyes. So let's grab that. Get plastic. Grab my paintbrush and change that to M, and then just paint it right on the eyes. Make sure that the eyes are selected. Then I'm going to go back to my normal material so that only the area painted becomes toy plastic. If I divide the eyes up, it should actually look better. Like that. Let's go ahead and quick save. For my taste, I would take the teeth further out and enlarge the upper lip. I might do that, yeah. I hope Maxon makes a great update about Z-scripting. I like making my own tools, and the current script guide is kind of limited. Anyway, maybe they will. I don't know what they're planning. And then I'm going to go to material. Modifiers, I'm just going to turn the specular up a little bit so that he becomes more shiny. Not too much. A little bit of shininess for this wet boy. Here, and then let's keep going. I'd say the blockout is pretty set in stone now. Go ahead and divide up the little arms. Lake Goblin. Yeah, huh? We went for the Full Metal Alchemist vibes. Lips need to be like way more blobby. But I think I'll do that once I mesh everything. Which actually might be the next steps. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep adding some more like refinement to the neck, for example. and then I will zero mesh it first thing on my second stream, which will start as soon as the stream is over on my private channel, Anna Carolina Art. When's your next art challenge? I've been keen to join one. So the next challenge has not been announced yet, but it's more for beginners. So, and it's going to be starting soon. Very soon, actually. And it's gonna have amazing giveaways. So please follow my social media to hear about it when the time is right. It's with a awesome partner. Awesome partner. Okay? You guys are gonna lose it. If you thought the 3D printer was cool, just you wait. The next thing will also be cool. Go ahead and mask out those lips. Always want to do lip injections. Character. Actually, like, I don't think I would ever get lip injections on myself, but like I'm always giving my characters like really crazy fake lips. It happens all the time, and I just roll with it. I like the look. I just don't know if I would do it myself. But I really like the fake. Yeah, more blobby. We're also going to take the move brush and kind of like invert the mask selection and just kind of like move this stuff down so that we get more defined line right there. Let's do the same thing to the eye bags. Down. And up. Got a little too much. I can't change the music, sorry. I mean, I can skip it, but the next song will be just as bad, probably, so why bother? I think about Cupid though. I'm gonna get this thing 3D printed and sent to all my friends. Just no warning, just here you go. A little swamp buddy for you. Good job. Thanks for being my friend. This is your reward. In 10 minutes or so, I'm going to end this stream, and then I'm going to start immediately a stream on my own channel, Anna Carolina Art, so make sure you already get it open. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start posting the link so that you guys can go get it ready. Wait over there. Tired. It's my first time sculpting in a long time. It's so ugly that I even love it. I know, right? It has an effect. We're gonna finish it up and get it rendered on the second stream. Next stream will be about 2 hours long as well. And we're gonna get it did. Gonna start getting it ready for ZBrush, which is the first thing we're gonna do on the other stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and merge in the arms. So merge. Then we're going to just Dynamesh this thing. A Dynamesh resolution. Okay, that's good enough. I don't care that it's like attaching itself. Like that's okay. Okay. Oh, I should also do the ear, huh? Forgot about that. Why remember the ear? Merge down. Now the ear should be in. So let's go ahead and try Dynameshing again. I always add the ear in as a separate object because I find that gives me much easier results to like not get that like stuck down like fused ear look with the skull. Some good vibes for peeps feeling like they're not getting in the spot they are working towards. I just got my first animation gig while working in game dev QA for 14 years. Moving on up. Good job. Coming up in the world. Good job. Although I don't think QA is like anything to laugh at, you know? Good. Again. While we're here, might as well do a little refining of the eyelid. I think the thing is before, so more resolution now. That's cool. In my stream, after this stream, I'm going to ZBrush, then just refine the shapes one last time, and then add skin details, final poly paint, and render in ZBrush to Photoshop. Although maybe Unreal would be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Unreal or ZBrush to Photoshop? What a handsome character. And I know it's one of my most handsome. And you better believe it that like no matter how ugly I make them, people on TikTok will still be like, I have a crush on him, I want to marry him. No matter how ugly you make them. Like seriously. You guys should go check my TikTok comments. If you're ever in doubt. If you ever in doubt that you'll never find love, I recommend my TikTok comments. He would look cool in the wooded area you made. Yeah, probably would. I don't know if I have water in that Unreal project, but I could always just get some, you know? I've been looking forward how to render in it, like in Unreal? Oh yeah, it's Unreal, yes. The master for me. I'm needing to finish some ideas, but it's always a pleasure to see you in your art. Thank you, Angus. Gonna get this thing 3D printed. The name of the app you use to drag the Google pictures for your reference is called PureRef. PureRef. It's very nice. Life-changing, in fact. Please don't forget your extra dip at McDonald's. Have you ever tried to render in Stager? It's not too bad. I have never tried to render in Stager, ever. But I would love to. It looks nice. What kind of skin finish do you guys think this needs? Like, do I keep it like weirdly smooth? Do I add like wrinkles and like almost like elephant skin vibes? It's really unclear what I want to do with this one. I really need to get that nose a little bit more defined. Bob's Burgers nose. And save. And then we'll blend in the ear and stuff a little bit better once it's meshed. Talking good luck to you, thanks. You're talking to me? I do need all the luck. Thank you. Appreciate the luck. I am coming up on quite a bit of work that needs to be done. Hello, thank you. I think I can make an ear from memory. I don't know. We're gonna find out today. Attack on Titan. You're not wrong. This one is a little bit out of my normal wheelhouse, I guess. But I still like it. There's still room in my heart for it. That's all that matters in the end. I think if I droopify the bottom lip, it'll be even cooler. What do you guys think? I'm from Germany. Hi. How you doing? You guys, it's almost that time. I'm gonna stop the stream in around 2 minutes and start my stream on my second channel. So here is the link for my second channel. Just go ahead and get it open because as soon as this stream is over, we're gonna start streaming over there. Same project. We're just gonna finish it up. We're gonna render it once it's finished. I'm still debating if we're gonna do Unreal or ZBrush to Photoshop. I'm thinking maybe both. Not sure. Hi, Cream Mindness. How you doing? How you doing today? You think TikTok's gonna ban me for these nipples? I'm already at 2 strikes. Hi, things in you. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Beginner in ZBrush, so I'm happy to see you on live. Awesome. I'm glad. So I actually have a new challenge starting next week, I think, for beginners. So stay tuned, like, stop by next week. Follow me on social media so that you can get exactly the details. It's gonna be fun. Begin challenge. Go from the top too. Alright guys, it is 7. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure to follow me on social media. I got so many links for you guys. And definitely stop by, hang out with me. And the social media is the best place to get a hold of me. Send me messages and questions. I try to get to everybody when I can. You can also see my latest videos, free content, art, announcements, and my schedule details on social media. I have a YouTube where I've been posting tutorials. Now it's Linkmageddon here. Alright, I have my Discord server, which is a very large community of very nice, supportive 3D artists. Very curated. Everybody on there is going to help you and help you on your journey and with your art. And you can post your art, get feedback, give people feedback on their art and things like that. And last but not least, I have a workshop that I teach every Wednesday if you'd like to join. It's a sculpting workshop in ZBrush and a one-on-one mentorship. In 2 weeks, I'm going to open a one-on-one mentorship spot. Okay, they are very rare and they sell out very fast. So if you want to visit that link to check it out, you can, and then join the waitlist. The people on the waitlist are going to be the first to hear about the new spot. I don't have a date, it's just going to be through the waitlist. Finally, I'm about to start my second stream of the day. So basically I stream here for 2 hours and then on my own channel for 2 hours. And the link is right there in chat, twitch.tv AnnaCarolina_art. AnnaCarolina_art is my username on everything. Feel free to come find me. And let's go hang out on my channel. We're going to finish this project up. We're going to render it. And we're just going to have an all-around good time because my channel is pretty fun. All right. If you haven't yet, make sure to follow the ZBrush Live channel. A ton of very talented, nice, and educational 3D artists sculpt on this channel almost every day. So definitely make sure to stay up to date here. You can see the hard surface, different kinds of anatomies, different kinds of workflows. So definitely make sure to follow this channel. All right. I will see you all on my second stream, twitch.tv / AnnaCarolina